Hey kids, I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. How you doing, David, Bassman, Her Ladyship, and Bass Woman? Now, today, I've got the laser cutters got back to me, and they don't cut that type of plastic because of potential toxic fumes. So I have a cunning plan. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Um, because I've worked out that I can probably do it quite easily here on just be a bit soft by not giving it a burl. So yeah, I'll be getting onto that. I'll also be getting on to give me a moment and paste. And there we go. I also went to the hobby shop yesterday and grabbed this metallic black, which I'm going to use for the heavy the heavy
Hello.
steel is what I'm going to use that for when I'm going to get onto the ship. On the
Well, that's
topic of
kind of a
I
bummer. They can't cut that for you.
well, worst things happen at sea. But I did have I came with a bit of a plan. I did. Now, first, bit of coffee. Also, this morning I ordered the photo etch and wooden deck for the Warspite
For which one?
for the ship I'm building.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the photo I've got photo etch and wooden deck.
Oh, wow.
So yeah. Now, here we go. Here we go. Here's the bits we need to slice. Now, what I'm thinking, I'll give you a zoom in. I got a bit of a start on it yesterday, you can even see. Um,
Okay.
Given that that's the width that's meant to cover um, the transmission housing, if you look really closely, get a bit of focus there, you'll see there's actually even almost guidelines I can use. So if I saw through there from that angle,
Yep.
then that angle there, I might require a few different saws to use here. I can also saw, let's see if I can get the angle on that before I can, straight down there to remove that. I
Yep.
think I can achieve this.
And
It's going
that's
to be a
where
bit
the
of a
old
process.
panel sit, right?
Pardon?
That's where the old panel sit, right?
Um, yes. I need to drop it down a bit. And that can all happen. But of course, that means this has got to come out. Now, what I'm going to do, or got to start with yesterday, was with this little device.
Oh,
And
okay.
yeah, what I did was I lined it up. And I have to be a bit careful, obviously.
Yeah, you want to keep all your fingers intact.
Oh, pish posh. Who needs those?
You got toes.
That's the one. Now, this side.
So how
It's
many
more
fish
also.
did you catch yesterday?
We caught 5 all up.
Wow.
Actually, the fishing was really good. Mate caught an absolute corker. Okay, I have to work it out in inches for you. Give me a moment. Now, given that 60 centimeters is 2 feet, give or take, um, 20 centimeters. Yeah, it'd probably be a 31, 32-inch fish.
Wow.
It weighed in at just under 15 pounds. Oh, hey Jeff, how you doing?
Oh,
And he's
yeah.
on 15. He's on the 15-pound line.
That was a fun fight, wasn't it?
Well, the great part about carp fishing, I'm finding anyway, is that once one of us is on, it's still a two-man operation. Because first, you got to get your rod in. As in, there's every possibility that those fuckers will drag you across the other guy's line. This is what we boardmen call fucking cunt.
Yeah, that sucks when that shit happens.
So we try to prevent that, and that's what we do. The other thing is it becomes. Now, give me a moment, just line that up properly. Necessary for the other person to get ready with a net, because they can get fucking big. And in the instance of the one that my mate caught yesterday, it was so big that as I got the net under it and lifted it, we actually heard the crack at the joint.
Oh, no way.
Oh, sorry to hear that, Jeff. What's up? Anyway, and as we heard the crack, I just got my hand directly underneath it pretty quickly for pretty obvious reasons.
Right.
And we were lucky that it was not easy to get it in. Is the bottom. Oh, already starting to come through here. That's good. That's very good. Anyway, so yeah, it was a good day's fishing in that regard. It was something that was funny was my mate was he was on fire, and I hadn't even really had a hit. When he caught the big one, he said, "Look, that's actually taken it out of me. I'll just keep my line out. If something hits it, you take it." And it was the damnedest thing. I caught fish, but only off of his rod. Go figure.
Yeah, well, that's the way it goes sometimes.
It does, and that's fine. You know, you sort of understand that in time. But yeah, we're making good progress on this, guys, I think. I'm starting to see the line come straight. Oh, we're doing very good progress, in fact. If I can make similar progress here.
We're fixing to get a thunderstorm here.
We had a thunderstorm last night. It was quite the corker.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. There were thunderstorms had been actually forecast in the morning. Me and my mate went out figuring, well, I'll go out till they arrive. We saw the rain starting to arrive. Figured now's a good time to stop. And oh, I'm through on one side. And in fact, oh, guys, we're doing well. And anyway, got back to my mate's place. Got in my car. It started to open up a bit when I was driving through town. By the time I got home, it was pissing down.
Damn.
And we were predicted to get something like now again I'm going to have to do some calculations. A bit over half an inch of rain. So we were going to cop a bit, and this we certainly did.
Well, I think this one's going to blow over.
And when the rubbing, yeah, this is happening, guys. Yeah, and then as the evening arrived, we got some absolutely rip snorting thunder and lightning.
Rib.
Oh yeah. It was quite specky. Now, the progress is so good that I'm almost worth. Let me just get this a bit further.
Sound like you're doing some serious cutting.
I am, but I'll show you where I'm at with it at the moment. Okay. Ooh, probably cutting a little too low. That's okay. Where we're at the moment is, you can see I've got pretty much the guidelines there.
Okay.
Cutting a little too low here, perhaps, but that's okay. I'm getting under that.
Yep.
And if you look on this side, that one is already done. This one's pretty close.
Yep.
And that's why I'm hoping to get that through to here. Do angle cutting that way. And once that's out, it's going to be far easier to do that little portion there. It's a bit to this, isn't there? Whereupon I line this up. I might need to scrape some of that white paint off. That won't be hard.
Yeah.
With the corresponding position, I measure it out as far as the size of the gap I require. With this, because of course I've got my where are we? There we are. Because of course we've got the engine mounts, and then we are ready to go.
Yep. So you're using the oil pan with the engine supports on them, so that's gonna work out good.
Yeah. Now, where was I? That's where I was. Now, I might not need to be quite so low. I wonder if I can do it at this angle.
That saw turned out to work rather nicely.
It does. All right.
Damn them laser cutters.
Yeah. They can just eat my shorts. All right. Yeah. This is going to happen. Now, how are we looking on this side? Now, if we come down this angle. Now, I might want to get some lighter blades into that. And I do have them. Yes, I do. Ooh.
Been kind of a long but short day. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I know what you mean in terms of there's been a lot happening, and that makes it a long day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally get that. Now, yeah, what I'm going to do, give me a moment. Where are my scalpels? Because here they are. Excellent. Because in here, I think I have the correct blades to finish this job, and then we can go for a bit of filing action.
Like fun.
Here we go. Now these are a little lighter. what I'm hoping is that in using a lighter blade, I can, where there's already a nice opening, but there's not, the thicker blade's not quite getting the angle, that this will achieve it for me. Maybe I'm kidding myself. Oh, maybe not. Nah, it's not quite getting the efficacy I was after. It's a little light, I think. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah, this is actually not, this is starting to come to the party now. We can slice through. Come on, you know you want to. Don't lie to me. Big progress.
What?
Now,
He was. My dog's hassling is in tune with your sawing.
what's he doing?
My dog's hassling.
Oh.
It's in tune with your sawing. Y'all are in sync.
That's funny.
I like when they take the decal sheet and label it to where every decal goes, as well as having
Yeah,
the instruction sheet
that's
for
what
you.
you want.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Making good progress now, guys. I'm very chipper about this.
That's actually made a really smooth cut line as well.
It's done remarkably well with just a little bit of filing. It'll all come together, I have no doubt. There we go. Come on. Almost there, at least on this side.
There's a joke somewhere there.
Come on. Ow!
Uh-oh.
Nah, didn't cut myself. Happy for that.
I think we all are.
Yeah. Now, oh, look at that, though. It's coming through. Now, I wonder why. Almost there. Once this side sort of comes through, I'll feel very happy. Just because that'll be one side through. Actually, I might leave that attached for a moment because I have a theory.
Theories. We like theories.
Now we do the other side the same. What my theory is because okay, I've already got these lined up and they're not too much longer for the world, but I want to bring that through to here.
Right.
What I'm going to do is first. Oh wow. Okay, so if I want to go to there, what I'm gonna need Robin. No, that's fine. Okay. So no, that's fine. I don't need to do anything. I'm overthinking it. I think. Maybe.
You're overthinking it, you think?
Yeah. But what I will continue to do, just for good measure, make sure that's all the way through. And it is. Now, how much further? I wonder if it's worth coming from this angle. Oh, wow. Almost to the... Ho, 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 ho. We're getting there. Now, what I might benefit from doing is getting one of the other scalpels and actually making a bit of a mark where I want this to come up, if you follow me. Because if I can create a line of weakness there, hopefully, when I've sawed through the other side there, or actually more this side, then I just come through to there, all the way through, and no, it's not. This is where I want it, and it come out. That's the theory.
I think it'll work out just fine.
I'm thinking so too. Now. Now. So we'll come from this side. So I did with the other one. Oops, a daisy.
Okay.
Come on.
No, I'm good. Thank you. Looky this. Thought you just got it.
Now, I've got to be a little careful now. Because I want to keep that panel. Actually, no, I don't want that panel there. So, but I'm very close to where I want it to be. What I need to do now is, so okay, it's attached. There's the area we need to come out. How to go about this one's a little more tricksy. If I'm going there,
A tight spot right there, huh?
well, now I've got to go across here. I see, said the blind man. This is where a heavier scalpel will come into play and do its thing, I would suggest, or at least that's the hope. Here we go. Hopefully, first I'll go see if I can get this. They're on these things are on magnets, and they can be an absolute bitch to get out.
Yeah, I know. I kind of discarded mine. I had it for a little while, and I nicked my finger a few times trying to get them off.
Yeah, it's just bull. For fuck's sake, Richie. My other option is to come on. This is bullshit. No, even trying to get this underneath.
Yeah. It's a pain in the ass. You're absolutely right.
Bullshit.
I don't think they were thinking when they created it, made that.
Okay. There is another way. Yes, there is. Give me a moment. Let's see if I can find. Here we go. Actually, maybe I'll use my photo etch scalpel. That should do the job fairly well for us to. Yeah, it's a process on this angle. But I wonder, do I dare? I do. Oh, now we're getting places. A few more of these. And in fact,
Oh,
I have you now. Oh, little bit of filing, guys, and it'll be sweet. Boom.
look at there.
Now,
Thank you. It looks like you laser cut it.
got to get that a little bit wider, but this is all going to happen just so fucking easily. Beautiful. Look at that.
Oh, there's the rain.
Now I'll need to file this out just a little wider, but that's not a problem. But I am well happy with that outcome.
You'll be able to test fit the engine here pretty soon.
Yep. Now, I have a little bit more. Oh, hey, John, how are you doing?
Yeah, it's raining good now.
Now we are getting places. Now, my next port of call, getting this up to speed. Yes, Robin. Right. Now, if just making a few calculations more on the length than on the, yeah, that's going to work a treat. Okay. So if I take that up to about there. Right. So I need to get a pencil out for this, don't I, really? I'm still really happy with that.
Oh man, look at that. That was a really good cut. It didn't take you very long either.
Didn't. As you can gather, my thing dropped out. As in my headset, not my thing.
I thought the model gremlin got you.
Now, ruler. Let's be a little more precise, shall we? And we'll use the what? Well, we'll do a few things to get this correct. Now, if I'm lining that up with that, I can use that as a bearing point. What I might even do
Well, that was a damn quick rain shower.
Bit of a rip off, you reckon?
It was. Well, the nature pissed on my leg.
Now, and here. And now up to, I would suggest, there. A little straighter perhaps, but that's okay. I can work with that as an angle. Now, so there. Ah, yeah. There we go. Now, this part should be very easy in comparison to what I've been doing thus far.
So that part sits on top of the chassis as well, right?
Yes. What this does
Yeah.
is, of course, in the normal circumstance, this has got an engine detail on it. And you just go plonk.
Oh, that's right. It did. I remember now.
And you've got your bits there, and they've actually got a separate little part that creates the transmission housing.
Right.
Whereas, of course, what I'm wanting to do is put that in place, which is a rather different operation. So, all right. Now, with all that borne in mind, we can do it first. We can put this back, I think. Why have I put this in there? I mean, that's not where it belongs. Now, the next salient point will be, yes. Alrighty, now, wo ist? There's actually a little support bracket that this saw comes with. Now, I might have just left it in the drawer when I started using it yesterday. Oh, yes, I did. Now, are we... Oh, the luck just keeps coming. Look at that.
Huh.
That's going to sit nicely for my use. Now, do I choose to employ the handle? Probably not.
Yeah, that'd be a nice one.
Yeah. I just want to make sure I've got the correct line, of course. There we are. No, it's going to be a little while yet. That's okay.
That's okay.
That's the one. I think I've told you the Simpsons line I always think of with regards to that's okay. There's an episode where, long story short, the kids get taken away from Marge and Homer because they've been, for various reasons that have manifested quite randomly, viewed as bad parents, and they have to do a parenting course. Most of the subject matter is common sense, and it's hugely embarrassing to Marge. You can't believe that she's having to hear this shit. But to Homer, it's all news. And at one stage, one of the course conveners trots out the line of, now, some of you may be unfamiliar with the idea of putting garbage in a garbage can.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's okay. From now on, and then it flashes to Marge going, oh, this is so humiliating. And then there's Homer going, garbage in a garbage can. That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Ah, who'd have thunk it?
Yeah, that's the one. Starting to get through now. In fact, yeehaw. One side.
Winning.
Now we've got, it's going to be a little harder to keep in line, but that's okay. That's okay. So
How's your gardening coming along?
fantastic. Good enough that I'm actually would be even half inclined to go for a quick stroll outside and show you, but I wouldn't be able to keep my headset on. Yeah, it's looking real. My potatoes are coming up real well. As in fact, all my root vegetables are generally. My tomatoes are going ballistic, which is never a bad thing.
Oh yeah, I love tomatoes.
Well,
I can eat them
there's a
like an
bit of
apple.
a. Did I tell you the full list of chilies and peppers I got?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that.
Yeah, I would be too, man.
And I'm thinking about, because I've got 2 vertical gardens at the moment, which are, if you're someone like me who lives in an apartment, a really good, efficient use of space.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've seen them actually advertised on TV, and I
They
actually
are good.
some myself.
They are really good, man. In fact, hang on, let's see what. I'm in no hurry to go anywhere now. You won't be able to talk to me.
Okay.
Don't talk to me, man.
Oh,
But
keep it quiet.
but I'll take you outside and I'll show you one of my vertical planters, and I'll show you part of my garden.
All right.
Because it will take me about 2 minutes, and then I'll be back and I'll continue doing this.
Let's
Okay.
go.
Like I said, hang on a moment.
Gardening with Rob. As he picks us up vicariously and maneuvers us through the house. Hey, I like that runner road right there.
Yeah, just a bit of colour. Now you won't be able to hear me.
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Oh yeah. Oh, that's cool right there, man. Wow, check that out. Holy snockies, Batman. And you got greenery everywhere. Look at that pretty green grass. Uh-oh. We froze. I think you went a tad too far. I know you can't hear me. Uh-oh. Dum, dum, dum. There we are. Oh, there we go. I can see up your nose.
Yeah, anyway, that was my
Oh,
garden, or most of it. The camera froze up at a point,
yeah,
which I
yeah,
guess is
yeah.
because of the wall. But yeah, that's what I got. That's most of what I've got going. I got some more stuff around the backyard.
Oh man, that's really nice. I mean, you got something to be proud of right there.
Look, I really like I mean, even without my gardening, there's in fact there's even a bit out at the front yard where I walk straight out, and if I look across the driveway, there's like a uh, a peach tree, an apricot tree. There's roses. There's so even without my doing anything, I've already had a nice environment. But it was just suggested to me, oh, you want to get some veggies in? You know what? I'm doing this, and now I'm just going absolutely bunter on it.
Well, that's really cool, man. It looks like you
Because
got a lot of stuff gonna be coming off pretty soon.
oh yeah, and I'm well happy for that. Now let me just get my line again, because I don't want to get this wrong. Although if I got it wrong, it wouldn't be disastrous. It'd be an easy fix. I'm probably a little wide on that one. That's okay. And it's that line there I want. Okay.
So I'm doing this shit green interior on this blue Monte Carlo, but that's how
Oh,
my
nice.
was. That's how
Oh,
my car
yeah.
was that I had the one I drove. So
Nice.
it was originally green, and then I had my brother-in-law paint it blue for me, but I kept the green
Yeah.
interior. So like
Oh,
you're doing
yeah.
Volvo, I'm doing this like my old car,
Nice.
my real car. Because at the time, at time that part of my life, I didn't have the funds to change out the interior, so I left it green.
Yeah, it was once pointed out to me that if you want to fully do a car up, it's a very expensive process.
Yes.
And it's not something you do to make money. It's something that costs you money, and the final product is not going to necessarily be worth the money you put in.
No, you're not going to reap your benefits off of it, that's for sure. It was valuable to me, though.
Well, that's it. I mean, I remember I used to know a guy who has a type of car over here. Um, it was produced by General Motors Holden. So as to whether there's a Chevy variant, quite possibly. But over here they were called Tiranas.
Toronto.
Tirana, very popular racing car in its time. At least the racing variants, of course, and very successful ones. What's more, but at the end of the day, the guy I knew did got a one of the more commonly or more popular types of Tories, and he did it up, fully tricked it out, put mags on it, the whole box and dice.
Or the V8s.
Yeah, you could get them in various things, of course, various sizes.
Okay.
But his was a V8 with all sorts of bells and whistles. Anyway, bottom line, he was going to sell it, And he said, and he actually told me, and was saying that he'd made a horrible discovery, which was that despite the fact he'd spent probably something close to 50 grand in tricking it out, he was only going to get 15 for it.
No.
You go, yeah, well, this is what I was told was rarely worth the. I might go the smaller sword on that one. Yeah,
Well,
this is why I was told it was rarely worth bothering to do so.
It's about like anything else. You can spend as much as you want to on them.
Well, yeah, but at the end of the day, it's only worth what people are going to pay for it.
Yep. Matter of fact, yesterday when my son and I were going to my doctor's appointment, we because it's a little town called Four Oaks, and under his garage, somebody was working on a 1957. I think it was a Chevy Bel Air 2-door.
Yeah, right.
Candy apple red, had mags on it. They had the hood off of it. They were, I guess, rebuilding the engine, putting a new
They're
engine.
worth a truckload, the Bel Air, aren't they?
Yeah, man. Oh my god, that thing was so pretty.
I know that because one was raffled off over here recently by that Classics for a Cause that I told you about.
Yeah.
And it was worth something like, in Australian dollars, something like $320.
Wow.
Now note, that could be that particular one because maybe it's had more done to it, if you know what I mean.
Right.
But not entirely sure about that either. It could just be the whole exchange rate thing in operation.
Right.
Because the Australian dollar is worth 4/5 of fuck all at the moment. I think we get it's something like 64 cents to US cents to the Australian dollar at the moment.
Damn.
Yeah, so getting stuff over from the US is kind of pricey.
Yeah. Damn. I'm sorry.
Oh, look, it's just a harsh reality. Now there are as to how much of that is, I don't think any of that's tariff related or anything like that. I think it's just the Australian dollar is not worth that much.
Yeah. Right.
Just one of those things. I mean, does it inside the country itself? Of course, it doesn't really affect you. What it does affect more is if you want to do stuff outside the country.
Mm-hmm.
Like I remember, I bought this thing from online. The price seemed utterly reasonable, and didn't think anything about it. Jolly good. I'll purchase that. Yeah, and it was only after the fact, and I mean well after the fact, like I'd placed my order and I noticed my bank balance seemed to be down rather lower than it should be. Yeah, you can see this coming like a freight train, can't you?
Yep.
And sure enough, yes, the price I'd so gleefully purchased at was US dollars. And yeah, no. It was rather more pricey than all it could do was go, well, that sucks.
Damn it, man. Yeah.
I'm starting to get an idea here that what I might be well served to do, we'll trim this out. Oh, this is all starting to happen, guys. And in fact, if I've got...
Yeah, our son buys all his collectibles from Japan, and right now, because of the tariffs,
boning. Major boning.
Yes. Triple the price, man. Triple.
Jesus. That's just downright rude.
Rude and crude.
And look, you know, the worst part is to quote. I know the actor's name is Lee Emery. He's the guy who played the drill sergeant in Full Metal Jacket.
Oh yeah.
The big line I'm looking for is you don't even get the benefit of a reach around.
Nope. They stick it in you and hope you like it. They make you like it.
Yeah, it all doesn't matter if you don't like it. It's just going to happen.
It's going to happen. You're right.
Not so much as a buy or leave, son.
Damn it.
Now, we are seriously starting to make good progress now. No, I'm going to need to do that more conventionally. Oh. Keep doing that. There we are. Ha ha. And finally, then it just comes down to a bit of filing.
Went to the John Brown grocery store yesterday, well, day before yesterday. Got 4 or 5 small little bags of stuff. $100.
Yeah, right.
$100.
Wow. We're getting that over here to some extent in terms of the cost of living over here has been an issue for some time. Like it's actually, it was an issue at the last election, and it actually speaks volumes of the ineptitude of the previous opposition leader that he totally failed to make that an issue.
Yep.
I digress. Oh, guys, look at that. Look at that. Then we just do a bit of filing, bit of measuring, final measuring, and we are looking swish. Wow. Happy about that. Now. But yeah, anyway, and the thing I always point out to people, mostly young people, but is that when I was at uni, which admittedly was 30 years ago, for $40 each, myself and my 2 housemates lived like fucking kings.
Oh, absolutely, man. I remember them days. Like, yep.
And I'm talking about we would eat top of the range. We were uni students, but we allocated $40 a week quite casually. Data, we had it all worked out.
Mm-hmm.
These days, $40, that's not even going to buy you a kilogram of coffee beans, man. Not going to buy you a couple of pounds of coffee beans. And that's been really steep in the past few years. And the problem is a lot of people just, even in full-time work, can't afford shit.
Yeah, I mean, that's true.
That's not okay at all. Not only can they not afford shit, they're struggling to pay the rent. How is this right? You know? Now, here's the good news. Look at this. So the top one's nice.
Look at there.
I reckon with what I'm going to do right now is put the sump on, because that will give us a really good idea as to what exactly we're dealing with, as far as if I need to do any other little bells and whistles. But yeah, it's it sort of sneaks up on you, and you'd know that yourself, as far as the whole cost of living thing goes. Because of course it's inflation. You don't notice it go from there to there, and it just sort of happens.
Yep.
But yeah, it's a real issue over here as well. I think it's a far bigger issue in the US because of the whole tariff thing.
Yeah. Yeah, our son's really starting to notice now how we used to buy more with less, and now it's
Yeah,
more money with less groceries.
yeah,
Yeah, he's noticing.
exactly what's happening. Right, so that's how that will go on. That's not right, surely. Let me have a closer gander at this. No, that is entirely correct. I'll just need to do some more painting, that's all. All right. All right. Let's do that then. Well, what I might even do, now while I'm here. Oh, guys.
And hell,
Okay.
just getting pizza for the three of us is what, $50 or better?
Yeah, well, yeah, I can totally see that. Here we go.
And those are small and medium pizzas, not large ones.
Yeah, here's something to consider in that vein. Speaking for myself. Okay. Now, a guy my size obviously eats a fair bit. Just preparing a meal for myself, if I want to get good flavors going and get a bit bells and whistles with it, if you know what I mean, I'm still looking at $30.
Yeah, yeah. I believe that. Absolutely. 100%.
I might get leftovers from that, but it's still, well, that's still fucking expensive for one person.
Hell yeah, it is.
Now, if you're
Absolutely.
going out for a meal, the bare minimum you want to take with you is 50 to 70.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's given, anyway, almost perfect. Almost. Maybe a little too wide, but nothing that can't be fixed.
Oh no, absolutely not. No, you can take a little piece of plastic and glue right there to
Yeah.
that and
So I'm
fix that.
happy with that. Very happy with that. And further to which, we need to file that out just a little bit. But that's fine, not far at all. Very pleased with those outcomes for today, all of its own. But I've got plenty more time to do stuff, which is good. Particularly as I'm clearly going to need to do some tidying up of the paintwork here. As far as there a little bit and there a little bit. But that's okay. I haven't actually glued that. That's actually staying on all of its own accord. Got to be happy with that.
Transmission housing.
No, the glue's been that's two halves. That's been glued together, but this has been glued.
Okay.
And it just fits nicely. And there was much rejoicing. All right, well, I'll glue that. Once that's done, I'll paint that as well because I don't think it's such that I need to, given that I'll give it a couple of minutes to dry, but in the bigger reality, it's clearly sitting well enough that I don't need to be that particular, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Now we'll get these out the way. I'm still really pleased with how that surgery went overall. Actually, oops, a daisy. Zoom out. I'm still really pleased with how that cutting went.
Yeah, I think it went really nice.
Yeah, the place I first contacted said they didn't do it, but they did put me in contact or gave me the number of another place. And I would have considered it if it wasn't for in an area called Lonsdale, which is, and it's not so much the area. I mean, it's an industrial area, yada yada yada, whatever. It's more, it's a fucking age away.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it's the sort of
I know what you
thing
mean by
where you'd want to fit it into going down that neck of the woods in the first place, if you know what I'm saying.
that.
And there's no way known I would be needing to go into that neck of the woods at all. So it'd be specifically for that purpose. And it's at that point you can start going, you know what? I'm going to see if I can find a better way. And happily I did. All right, let's glue this on then. Now, you coming off or what? Bloody thing. Now, I wouldn't mind getting actually, I'll get a damp cloth to wipe up the dust from the cutting procedure. For a brief moment, I thought about getting the vacuum cleaner up, and then I thought about that a bit further. You could see that would all end in tears.
No
tears today. Well, here's an amusing tale for you. I was doing some vacuuming. I thought, oh, there's a bit of dust on one of our display shelves where I got some rocks. I figured, oh, I'll just run the cleaner over that, while I'm here. And it actually snaffled one of the rocks down the tube.
Oh, shit.
There was a shitty cleaner, and I got it apart, and there was my rock, and no worries at all. I mean, it's a rock, or a stone, really.
Right.
But it's not anything that's going to be obviously damaged, given the it's a stone or a rock, But once I'd done that, the cleaner itself didn't actually operate again properly.
Oh, shit. Yeah, sometimes
there is a plus side to that as well, in my eyes. And the plus side came to be, here we go, by the way. Boom. There's our engine block all coming together. We'll give that a bit of a paint in a minute.
Yep.
Yeah, my...
that was good.
I'm pretty pleased with it. Yeah, so what I did in the end was, because I thought, it's a shitty vacuum cleaner anyway. I got a cheap one at one stage when I first got a place all by myself. And I thought, I've never actually been that satisfied with it as a vacuum cleaner. Maybe I should just get a fucking decent one. So I did. So for the hassle of having to extract an ornament from a shitty vacuum cleaner, it then led to me necessarily getting a decent vacuum cleaner. And in the final analysis, I'm much happier with that one, to be honest. I've just realized I can't actually put blue paint on that because there's a bit of glue there. So I'll get onto the chassis black. That's all right.
Yeah, we bought a new vacuum a couple of years ago, and it's got the clear tank on it where you can see the stuff that's inside of it.
That's actually, I kind of like that actually myself.
Yeah, so do I. So you can actually see what, how dirty your house really is.
It's not just that, you can see when you need to empty it. And that of its own is a handy little thing.
You look at that.
If you're wondering if something has been drawn into your whatever, you'll see it.
Oh yeah. There we go. Well, first off, it's the god awful noise it makes as you're sucking up something you're not supposed to.
Oh yeah.
Then as you hear that noise as it's going up through the vacuum cleaner, you're sweating.
You suddenly go, oh, because you remember what it is that you.
Yeah, and you're sweating like a hooker in church.
Ha! There's a metaphor for you. Funny stuff. Now, what we'll do here, goggles initially, at least. And we will go.
Oh, you know, when you have a house full of collectibles, you know, all three of us, and you own
Yeah.
4 cats, and when you hear a noise,
That's a bad combo.
yeah. Well, the 3 older ones that you know they've learned over the years to stay off the stuff, but this new little son of a bitch, I'm gonna wind up taping him to the fucking door. I told my wife today, I said, all right, you're going to come home from work one day. I said, Nugget's going to be buzz cut because his hair gets annoying sometimes. And this damn little new fur ball we got has been on my tables twice back there and knocked figures down. But you got to love the little boogers.
Yeah. Well, they're doing what cats do. One of the funniest things I ever saw, as far as what cats do, was a picture of a tiger at a zoo, basically in a cardboard box looking out like any other cat would. And the picture, or the caption on the picture was, a box is still a box, and a cat is still a cat.
Oh, yeah.
And they just love it. For some reason, they love getting into boxes.
It's funny you mentioned that because I put filled up the drinks in the refrigerator earlier and I took the 24 pack of Dr. Pepper box, threw it on the floor, and that little black cat crawled in there and slept for like 2 hours.
Oh, that's gold.
Yeah.
I know that at both the local zoo and at Monarto, where I do the volunteering, they do things for the animals called enrichment activities. Basically, ways to keep them stimulated.
Right.
And quite often, it'll be something actually in a box that they have to smash open. Depending on the animal.
Right.
Like, for example, something they'll do for elephants, different again, and indeed for hippos, is that they'll get pumpkins and put something that they like the smell of inside. And they'll happily smash the pumpkins and mung them out, eat them. So, yeah, the typical cat in box routine is nothing less than an enrichment activity, according to the zoo. And I have no reason to disbelieve that. Yeah, we'll just get into there a little tighter.
I think it's kind of like a safety net too. They feel secure inside of them, you know.
Might be that too, yeah. All right, now that's that. Now, the other bit, that was it. Yes. This little number. This is going to look good once it gets in.
That's what he said.
Ah.
I couldn't resist that one.
I'm sure it felt even better. I remember me and a mate once eyeing off a very attractive young lady, as one does. And as we were making comments about her looks, I said, frankly, I think she looked a whole lot better. And I can't remember what my the exact graphic act I'd come out with was. But we get the picture, and my mate's response was, "Yeah, you can see it all that you can see it all you like, but I'd rather imagine how it feels." And all I could think was, he's right.
Yep.
There we go. Now we're starting to get there. Now, once I've gotten into the edges of this, I might get a bigger brush out to just finish this off.
Well, I tell you what I just did looked like a drunk blind man painted it.
Now, okay. Yeah, I'm going to use a bigger brush once I cut this in.
What you got going on today?
All the usual, which is to say, bass playing, writing, all that sort of caper. At some stage, actually, I've got my a part of my dinner already made. So dinner will be easy. I've got a steak and kidney and mushroom pie lined up.
Oh wow!
So yeah, just got to put that through the oven.
Last woman made chicken parmesan tonight.
Nice.
Yeah, she makes her own homemade sauce.
Nice. Yeah, the other now something I might want to consider here while I think. Did he but there's also supposed to be 30 today and 34 tomorrow. Obviously that's Celsius.
Right.
And which is I believe that's about 80 today.
Okay.
And a bit warmer again tomorrow, basically.
Oh, nice.
So those days are good days for washing.
Okay, yeah.
And I've got a fair bit of that to do. Yeah, pretty much in many ways that's very much a standard sort of a day. Because it rained so hard yesterday, I won't need to water the garden. But I might consider doing some weeding.
Yeah, weeding's never fun.
That's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, that's what
But
we
you've
hate
got to
about our
do it.
garden. That's why we resorted to using kiddie pools. We had 2, 4, 6, 6 or 9 kiddie pools that we planted our garden in last year, the year
Look, that
before.
can be a really effective way of
Oh man, that worked out nice.
Well, we do get some weeds in the main garden, and I'll get stuck into them for a bit today, I reckon, because my neighbour does a fair bit, so I should get stuck in for a bit.
Yeah, we had a real big garden here a long time ago, several years ago, and we had to get out there during the damn heat and hoe that thing and rake it and
Yep.
pull grass, and man, that shit for the birds.
There can, depending on what you're growing, it can be a lot of work.
Yeah, we had cucumbers and squash and corn and tomatoes.
I used to know a guy who now his situation was a bit different, it must be said, by which I mean he was an artist, and his girlfriend would go off to work, and leave him at home, and he would work on his art and the garden. That was fundamentally his role in the relationship, because he sold his art.
Oh wow.
So it worked out. And yeah, he had quite a kick-ass garden, but he was always in it. Well, not always. Obviously, he had time to do art. But yeah, 9 times out of 10, he'd be in there doing something.
Yeah, I used to really enjoy being outside a lot myself.
They also had chickens.
Oh, our son wanted chickens at one time, and I'm kind of glad we kind of strayed away from that.
The bigger problem with chickens, to my understanding, more than anything else, foxes.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
They will go. I'm told the length you have to go to prevent foxes from nailing your chickens is full on.
Oh yeah, you got to have a massive coop. We would if we had one out here.
Because it was once explained to me that with foxes, you need to I need to get some more paper towel on the desk. Got some over on the bench. I'll have to go grab some. But yeah, you need to, if you've got a coop, you need to make sure the concrete of the floor extends beyond the edge of the coop.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, they'll just straight out dig underneath.
Absolutely.
And you got to go, cunts.
Clever.
Oh, they are. They're very clever.
Yep.
It's undeniable. Oh, here we go. David's been to 2 pubs, had 3 pints of cider and a jumbo sausage and chips. He's done all right for himself. Anyway, I'm going to quickly go get some paper towel. I'll back in a minute.
No worries. Sounds like a marvelous sound, David.
All right. Now then.
All right.
Yeah. And I'm back. Now, let's give this brush a more thorough clean. And then we'll finish off the, or whatever that thing's called. The big thing at the back of the axle.
The back of the hog's head.
Yeah, yeah. All righty. Now we are getting there on the engine front. Now, so pop this one back. We'll grab this one. Now we're getting some good amounts of paint into the brush. Just do that. It's a TIE fighter.
TIE fighter. What?
There we go.
Yes, it does look like a TIE fighter. Look at that.
Actually, I'll tell you what looks heaps like a TIE fighter. the bull turret on the undercarriage of a B-17.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that is so where he got the idea for the TIE fighter. I'm telling you now. I definitely know that the
Yeah, you're
Millennium
saying
Falcon.
something about the Millennium Falcon. Yeah, what were you saying about that time?
If you look at, just hit Google and search B29 cockpit, and when you look at it, you'll go, "Fuck me, where's Chewbacca?" It's exactly what is quite obvious that that's what it was based on.
Wow. I'm glad to check
It is,
it out.
oh, dude, you'll see it and you'll go, "How did I not see this before?"
Yeah, I'm glad
The
to check
other
that out.
one, while you're looking at that, just search up B-17 ball turret,
Full 17 bull turret. Okay.
and you'll also go, "Oh, fuck off," because there's so much just TIE fighter straight out.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. Most indubitably.
The I know there's also a number of things that George Lucas did as far as to he used or he looked at a lot of World War II footage from bombers with fighters coming in fast to get an idea as to how to film the TIE fighter attack on the Millennium Falcon.
Oh.
Yeah. So if you look at, you could even Google World War II. If you search that, you'd probably see some similarities straight away.
Okay.
The other one is if you, oops, Jesus, did I got away with that? Yeah, baby. For a minute there, I thought I got paint where I didn't want it. If you look at footage from the Dam Busters movie, he also borrowed extensively from that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like the whole "stay on target, stay
Yeah.
on target,"
Huh.
all those sorts of things. And it's not
Right.
just Dam Busters, but that was certainly one of the ones he used.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But you got to say, well, yeah, you would do that because, of course, where else are you going to get that sort of realism?
This is true. And for
How else are you going to know how it should be filmed if you don't look at what's actually a real representation of it? And for that, I've got to commend the man for detail.
yeah, he was way ahead of his time because
Oh, yeah. And that was why he, of course, couldn't get a deal with any of the major production houses, had to settle for distribution. And as I've said before, and now who's laughing?
yep.
That would be him.
Yep. So true. They're like, hey, like me now, bitches.
Yeah. And I know that I think it was he made an offer to the stars or the main characters that they could have some of their payment in royalties from figurines.
Yeah,
Only two of them,
a lot of them laughed at him because they didn't think that Star Wars was going to, make
but
anything.
two of them took him up. Two of them took him up, I believe. One was Mark Hamill, and you got to say, yeah, well, he was clearly onto it. Maybe he was because he was younger, he was a bit more aware.
Right.
And I think the other one was actually Harrison Ford. So yeah, interesting.
Mm.
But yeah, I know that Alec Guinness would certainly not have deigned to have done that. He actually had issues with being made famous by Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Really?
Yep,
Wow.
because you see, as an actor, he had won many awards for being on the stage doing Shakespeare, all that sort of caper. He'd done movies before and received awards for them and da da da. And he thought it was insulting that he was only known for playing this character in a movie rather than all his other work.
Huh.
And as myself and some others have said, yeah, it must be a real burden to have to be an iconic character in one of the biggest movie franchises of all time, if not the biggest. Yeah, sure. No actor would want that. Yeah, but there you have it.
Damn.
He was not happy about the idea, and you think, Jesus, dude, you're a wanker. Simple equation. Now, our next step will actually be to start getting all of this together, which is a bit of a, well, you don't say, Sherlock, but we've progressed quite well on the whole, I think.
Did you decide on what decals you're going to use for the car?
Well, a lot of the decals, I'm going to use the dash ones from the Mustang.
Right.
There's almost no real decals supplied with the Volvo beyond registration plates.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to use, because of that, I'm going, well, why the fuck don't I use the dash ones of the Mustang, particularly in light of the fact that, well, shit, I'm using the Mustang engine. And also,
the exhaust and the rear end all going to line up too, right?
yep.
Wonderful.
One thing I'm going to need to do to achieve that, it's a relatively minor deal in my eyes. Is it on here? No, it would be on here. It's on one of them. There's basically, I'm going to need to file in a separate exhaust thing, but that's all. That's not a big trick. Let me see if I can find the bit that it would be on. I thought it'd been on one of these. If that goes into there, let's just do this for the sake of the. Where's the exhaust outlet? Ah, here it is. If you look here. Oh, come on, focus, damn you.
Focus.
There
Boom,
we
there.
go. Right, that's where the exhaust would ordinarily come out.
Right.
But I don't have a corresponding part here. So I'll just need to file that into a little bit.
Yeah, because your Mustang exhaust is dual exhaust, right? You got two
Yeah,
exhaust
correct. Boom, just so. And then when there's a little bit that goes on here and comes out as well.
Yeah.
But
You can just sand that little spot out.
yeah. So now there's a little bit of this color I wish to do, which is to say, boom. Because I've also got to do some of that on the underside of this. I'm going to submit a bit on the side even. And then
Things are moving along pretty nicely.
they are. Now I should be getting my ship extra bits within a week, so I'll be able to show them off in due course.
You do. Find me one. I have no clue of what to get or.
Well, ultimately, I mean, the only reason I got the War Spite. Actually, David would probably be able to give you some good tips as to ship manufacturers and good ships to go for. I would have thought, being a bit of a ship man. I went for the 1:350 partly because I'll fess up, a bit unaware of exactly how big a ship that was. But hey, live and learn. It'll look good. That's all I care.
How much real estate is it going to take up once it's built?
Lots. Lots. Yeah, as I've pointed out to a few people, the hull of the War Spite is as long as my arm. And
Wow.
if you can, yeah, and if you consider that I'm 6 feet tall, it's that's a fair bit of space.
Huh. Do they make aircraft carriers?
Yeah, you can get a 1:350 aircraft carrier. Yeah.
Yeah.
No worries at all there. Depending on the kit you get, you would even find they may or may not have aircraft for it, or you'd certainly be able to get
Well,
aftermarket
I was
aircraft.
going to ask as well too. Does it have aircraft that would go on it? But I kind of suck to have aircraft carriers out no aircraft on it.
Well, that's it, isn't it? That was one of the reasons why, and whilst this isn't an aircraft carrier, it's the same subject matter. You'll see what I'm saying shortly. When I built my first Lancaster, I felt a bit ripped that the only way you actually got bombs with it was if you bought a separate bomber resupply kit.
Well, damn.
You got to say, so my option is closed bomb bay or open bomb bay but without bombs. Really? That had me going. That's a bit etchy sketchy, kids. I wasn't real happy about that. Because let's face it, when you build a bomb, what's the one thing you want to put on? Bomb. Who would have thought?
I know, right?
But no, apparently not. One of the other things that I found a little bit frustrating with the Airfix Lanc was it only had the pilot as the aircrew. It didn't have a whole all the gunners and stuff. I was a bit disappointed by that as well.
Yeah, I mean,
So I actually quite like having cabin crew, be it a single engine fighter or single engine fighters. It's not so bad, but when you got a whole bomber,
I mean, you need the damn bells and whistles for it.
Do what?
You need the damn bells and whistles for it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, particularly as, let's face it, bombers tend to go for, well, they tend to be one of the more expensive kits you're going to be building.
All right.
And if you're going to be charged for something you're being, I don't mind paying expensive. I'm sure you're aware of this. What I care about is that I get what I paid for. I want quality.
Yes, absolutely.
There's nothing wrong with paying for quality, just so long as you get it. Now, so this is going to be our rear suspension. And axle. Boom. There we go. Oop, you can't see it. There you can.
Oh yeah. Looking
Yeah.
good.
Nice and shiny.
Looking good.
Next.
You doing the leaf springs black, or you gonna do them in chrome?
Am I going to do?
The leaf springs.
Ooh, where's a question? Hadn't thought about that, to be honest. I might do them black with red interlined,
Oh, okay.
like I did for the Batmobile.
All right.
On the other hand, there's options on this, isn't there? I could just go black. That's very standard, I guess. We shall see. Now, one thing I do want to do now, very quickly, is... Oh, wow. Excellent. Almost all the... Pretty much there's 2 colours I want to get done now. And then that will be the engine, in fact, done. Which is good. Which is very good. And those colours are, first up, we shall go for... Actually, I can just grab this. And I will, too. And this is...
So you're going to use the raised headrest seat, right?
Yeah. Well, the bucket seats will fit naturally into the headrest like that, easily.
Yeah, I know you're going to use part of the Mustang seat with a Volvo seat, right?
Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely a bit of Franken modeling going on.
I was getting ready to say that, actually. That's actually a movie we're going to watch tonight later on, is the new Frankenstein movie.
Oh, yeah. There was a Frankenstein movie I saw years ago. It was actually very interesting in terms of it had... it was very true to the book.
Yeah, that's what this one is. Really true to the book as well, as far as the character.
That's what you want to see.
Yeah.
This one had... when I saw had De Niro as the monster.
Really?
Yeah.
Robert De Niro played Frankenstein?
Yeah. Playing the monster, not the actual doctor.
Yeah, yeah.
The doctor
I mean, a lot of
was...
people refer to Frankenstein as a doctor, but I refer to Frankenstein as the monster. But
Okay, yep.
tomato.
It also had
1994.
Helena Bonham Carter in it. She played Frankenstein's wife. And who else is in it that's a name? I know that the Frankenstein's father was played by the guy who played Bilbo Baggins. And Bilbo Baggins in Lord of the Rings.
Oh.
And this is a little unusual, bit of an unusual thing for him. It had John Cleese of Monty Python.
Oh, really?
In a very dark role. He's the guy. Can't remember the character's name. It's only a brief appearance, but his character is the person who really gets Frankenstein onto the whole reanimation of dead tissue thing. And if the one you see tonight is similar to the one I saw, the whole tale is actually very tragic.
Yeah. I think who's the actor? Poe Dameron. He's the one that's
Oscar Isaac.
Oscar Isaac. Yeah, that's Oscar Isaac that played Poe Dameron in Moon Knight. He's the one that saw the doctor in this one, Dr. Frankenstein.
There's a great moment in certainly the one I saw, and I can actually tell you this without being a spoiler, but there will come a time in the movie, if it's the same basic dialogue, we'll roll with that, when you will see Frankenstein's wife give him a look of utter betrayal. And it's the climax of the movie. And the look and the moment is so worth money.
Okay.
It's wow. For all the doctors, yeah.
Okay.
When I saw Helena Bonham Carter do it, I was just going, yeah, this is the moment. And it's gold.
Didn't they just make the new Frankenstein Bride movie? What's it called? The Bride?
Yeah.
Who's playing her?
I don't know who's playing her. Christian Bale is playing the mom.
They've also got another Frankenstein movie called The Bride, where it's about his wife, Frankenstein's wife. And
Frankenstein's wife is a tragic figure.
And Christian Bale is playing the monster.
Yeah, right. Yeah, well, what happens to Frankenstein's wife is, I won't tell you.
Okay.
But it's interesting. And it's all part of the horror and the tragedy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I want to see it. I just don't know by the advertisements how good it's going to be.
Well, only one way to find out.
Yeah. If it's going to hold up to, how it's supposed to be.
Fun fact about the actual book, Frankenstein. Mary Shelley wrote it. Now, Mary Shelley was married to a very prominent poet, Percy Shelley. And they were all part of a whole crowd of very famous poets, Lord Byron and da-da-da-da-da. Anyway, basically the story is that the book got written because they all took a whole stack of opium, and the idea was they were then supposed to write what they viewed as the perfect horror story when they were suitably off their chops. And this is what she produced. And what has since become, of course, pretty much a classic in the genre.
Wow.
Who's won their little private competition, you see.
Right.
So there you go. All right, now the reason I've done this one this color, this is actually going to be, or is, pretty much where the coolant from the reservoir runs out to in a Volvo.
Oh, wow. Nice.
They actually have it slightly different. What might be able to actually show you. Give us a moment. Let's see if I can find a suitable diagram that might illustrate that for you. Yes, here we go. Right. So what you'll see is, if I'd done this the normal way, we'll leave that discussion there. You'd have your engine block there. You can see how the radiator goes in there, and that then connects to there and to the radiator.
Mhm.
In a Volvo, once you've turned the engine off, it all drains into there. Different setup.
Entirely.
They also have a unique oil filter, which is designed to keep the oil in the head when it cools.
Really?
The idea behind that is that you don't need the engine to be warmed up before you start driving. The oil's already there. Now, the other side of that.
That's actually a smart play because that's the world's worst thing is to start an engine, especially in the wintertime.
Yep. Now, the other side of it is that if you do your own servicing on a Volvo, and I've done that, it is essential, and I mean essential, that you use a proper Volvo oil filter. Because if you don't, the oil will drain out of the head and your car will fuck out.
Yep.
So yeah, there you go. Now, what next? I might just let most of that.
Yeah, because when you start your car, especially small 4 and 6 cylinders, you hear that clicking when you first crank it up. That's because the oil ain't circulated in the engine. And
yep.
you're surprised the engines last as long as they do. Think about the countless times you crank up your car.
Well, yeah, I try to even warm my engine up properly, but sometimes frequently you just leave it a bit too late.
Well, yeah.
And then suddenly, oh well, shit, I'm just going to have to deal with that, and it's not ideal, really. Now, what I might do next, because I've got a few things needing to dry, really. Although I could do some filing. Although at the moment I could probably also use a break from filing and sawing of things, as I'm sure you can imagine. What I'm going to do is something I should have done a while ago. And that's not car related. Let's get this finished. Now, let's start with these ones. Where's the other one of these? Here. See somewhere here. Now that goes on. You'd have to think.
I've never really been a Ford man, but our last 2 vehicles was the little Ford Focus my wife murdered here a couple of weeks ago. Was a damn good car.
Ford Focuses are not bad. They have their moments, man.
Yeah. I mean, they're really compact then. But what she was for was ideal.
My mates, he and his wife have 2 cars. Well, as couples often have to because practicality. And one of them's a Ford Focus, and it's not. No, just trying to remember which way this one goes.
And that's why we bought this Ford Flex, this SUV, because of such good service we had with the Ford Focus.
Yeah, look, they can be very good cars. Like I said, my mate's got a Focus and it works a treat. We generally go out. They've also got a Hyundai i40, and that's also a good car. That's the car we usually get to go out in
Okay.
because that's actually better for the length of the rods. It works better.
Right.
Um,
No, I'm good on that.
well, that's what we normally take. But we can go in the Focus. It's just not as nice. That's all. But yeah, Ford can make some good cars. My first couple of cars were actually Falcons.
Oh yeah, Ford Falcon.
Yeah, I had an XC, two XCs actually in order, and they were good cars. Or at least they served my purposes well enough.
Right.
They were both hammered by the time I got them, though. Like they were the textbook first and second car sort of situation, and one of them, it pulled to the left when you drove straight, and under brakes it pulled to the right. Now that of its own was less of an issue.
That's one said, well, that should have been perfect then.
Except for when you were one night I was driving through an area called the Chain of Ponds. The Chain of Ponds is, like it says, a chain of ponds. And the thing about that is that it's a very windy road. And the time I was driving through there was about 3 in the morning. And because the demister didn't work, I had to have the window open, which made my hands a bit numb. And I'm driving this windy road in a car that's pulling one way, except under brakes, and it's pulling the other with numb hands. I tell you now, you get your average GP driver, I can teach him tricks.
Damn. Hey, another good car is a Hyundai.
Hyundais are good.
Not a Honda, a Hyundai.
Hyundai, yeah. My ex used to have a Hyundai, and she had the i30. Good little car.
Yeah, we got a Tucson that's fully loaded with the what was it?
My mate's got
the big V6 in it. I'm trying to remember what damn.
Oh, Hyundai V6 Tucson.
Yeah, this one's actually got 210,000 miles on it, man, and it's good, dependable car, clean.
Look, they're a good, reliable car. If certainly myself and my ex never had any problems with hers. It was a good car, straight out.
Yeah, we've had this one probably 4 or 5 years now and never had to do anything to it. But regular maintenance, oil change, battery,
Yeah, well,
blah.
If you're not going to do that, you don't deserve a bloody car. Simple equation.
Yeah, I mean, other than just regular maintenance, bullshit, nothing major ever.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
Had the back brakes replaced here.
Had the alternator replaced.
And the alternator, but that's,
That's again, that's realistically, that's
yep.
Standard wear and tear. I mean, my Subi, I mean, I haven't had it for a year yet, but I'm looking at it. I can tell you right now, if I treat that car properly, I've got a good 10 years out of that. Easy.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's what you want. You want reliable. You want something you can go, yes, this is my car. No, it will not fuck my ass.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Now
Some
my
cars,
now my truck, I'll show y'all tomorrow because it's dark outside now. But something I'm very proud of, my Toyota Tacoma.
oh yeah,
It's got 247,000 miles on it. Don't use no oil. Don't leak no oil. Runs like a
that's
damn
what you
sewing
want.
machine.
Toyotas are rock solid.
Yep.
You
And it's
cannot get past a Toyota.
nope.
Don't get me wrong. I like Subis because, of course, I own one. Toyotas are rock solid on reliability. You cannot go
Yes, sir.
past. These are facts.
It's
Anybody
got
who disagrees with me, sorry to tell them, they are wrong. Story ends.
yep. And this is the six lug version. It's not the 5 lug.
Yeah.
It's a
Now,
mid-size
fun fact
Toyota.
about Toyota. That's not a lot of, you might already be aware of this next bit, a lot of Japanese manufacturers are actually very ancient clans.
Oh yeah.
Honda, Kawasaki, Suzuki, they're all clan names.
Mm.
And many of them would have been clans back in the day of the samurais and stuff.
Huh.
Now, where this gets interesting is there was no Toyota family. The family that owns Toyota, their surname and their early cars, Toyota.
Oh wow.
Yeah. There's nothing untoward about it. It's just um, how they've gone about perhaps rebadging, I guess, is perhaps a word. Excuse me a moment.
Wow.
No, no, we're right. Yeah, so there you have it. Now that's them on. Now, next. So yeah, and again, like I said, you'll find a lot of manufacturers or Japanese manufacturers. They're actually full-on clan names that have been there for many years.
How about that?
Um,
I must say, we're talking about, customizing vehicles earlier. I've been very fortunate, able to do what I've done to my truck out there, and I've got quite a bit of money tied up in it.
yeah, yeah. Oops, days. Now these go in. Oh, look at that, just like that, I think. Come on. I see. Just like that. All right. Let's get these in. I don't know if I'll get everything on this in this session because I want them to dry before I start putting something on the other side there because one of the brackets came off. And I want the bracket in position before I put those last 2 bits in there, but I can certainly get a couple of bits done now. This will be done in due course. Might even knock it off a bit later on today, I don't know. But I want to get it off the desk. Just because of then it's done. Now, we'll get some tweezers onto this, I think. And that would then go just like right out like that. Okay. I'm comfortable with this. Too bad if I'm not. Okay. I got it. Just looking at how this goes in, at what angle.
Yeah, I'll get ready to ask you, what's that piece you're holding?
It's the rear wheel cover. Okay, that goes out like that. All right. So we'll hit that with a bit of glue. Get that one in. And then... Actually, I can always get those two in. So I'm talking to myself a bit here.
Oh, I do it all the time. Ain't nothing to be shy about. I ask myself questions and answer them.
Yeah.
Conversation.
Huh. That's one that's the only way I can have an intelligent conversation.
That's the line, isn't it? It's well, at least that way I can be guaranteed intelligent conversation. Or the even more in your face variant. If I wanted intelligent conversation, I would talk to myself.
Nah.
That wasn't meant to happen. Ayo.
Well, I'm more common sense smart than book smart. My wife, she got a head full of book smarts. And we kind of give each other a hard time sometimes about things.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of equally pan out as well. Oh, was it?
One of the things you'll find interesting about some people, you'd have noticed this yourself, and I can say this having a bit of an academic background. There are people out there who have qualifications coming out of body parts most of us don't even have, and they are the most clueless fucking numpties you'll ever meet.
This is true.
And sometimes in weird ways, in terms of they might be hellishly intelligent, but you put them in a social situation and they'll just come up with stuff that just, no, you don't say that. Don't stop. Stop. Too late.
Put them in a round room, tell them to piss in a corner.
Well, my brother was a highly intelligent man. I note use of past tense, he's dead now, so it's a bit hard for him to be intelligent, at least academically. He was a pathologist, yada, yada, yada. And when it came to his sense of humor, he thought he was witty and urbane. Unfortunately, what he frequently was deeply offensive. And he didn't get it that some of what he thought was funny, no.
Yep.
And as an example, one of his daughter's husband, or to-be husband, when he first came on the scene, look, a lot of them didn't like him, as in my brother's family didn't like him. Because they're snobs fundamentally. Anyway, and my brother at the engagement party is chirped out with what he thought was a wonderfully witty remark, which was, when we first met Shane's, we had our doubts, but all those doubts have been removed now. And you think, yeah, no, that's not exactly a nice comment. and the grandparents of the groom-to-be had picked up on that one. And you think, you've done well, mate. It's really not a great start to proceedings to offend the grandparents of your daughter's to-be husband.
Yeah, that's how Devin gets sometimes. He'll say something, and I'm like, damn, dude, that's offensive. I said, darn. He's like, well, I didn't mean to be.
Yeah. But yeah, that's an example of the sort of thing he would do, and it's just like, dude, no, what are you doing, mate? There we go. So we've got them on now, the rear wheel covers.
Oh, yeah.
So it's all starting to happen.
Nice.
I've only got to put on another.
I tell you what, that fourth turned out to be really nice.
Yeah, it's almost done now. Like I said, I'm going to hold off putting those pieces in because I want to put a bracket in here, and it'll be easier if they're not there.
Right.
Once that's done, even if it's not dry, I'll happily put those in. I'll probably do that tomorrow. Or I might even do it today. I don't know. But it'll get done slowly but surely whilst I continue to do my thing on the Volvang, the Volvstang.
The Mustang, there you go.
Do the Volvstang. All right. I reckon I'm going to wind the stream up on that note just for the time being.
All right.
I think we've done all right.
Yep.
All righty. Well, for those who haven't seen, we've now got holes in our chassis, to Volvo chassis to put the engine in. Yeah. Got a bit of painting done. TIE Fighter.
TIE Fighter. Yeah, I think those look good. Those leaf springs, they look good chrome, Rob.
Yeah, they do. I'll do that way, chrome. And of course, we got those on, and we got those on. I'm just going to let.
What's that to be done to
that? I need to put a bracket on. We'll just get a bit of focus. I need to put a bracket here because, as you can see, that one's the one for here's come off. Right. I want to keep that clear so that I can come in nice and easily, just go bang, rather than having to dance around those. Once that's on, I'll put all four of those on. There's a little bit that goes on there, and then it's done.
Nice.
So I might even do some of those today.
Cool deal.
If not, I can certainly do them casually while I'm doing a bit of Mustang work. You know what I'm saying? Or Mustang Volvo. The Volvo Mustang. We know the drill. All righty. All right. Thanks, everyone, for watching. We appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
Viewers, you know what to do. Follow, like, or subscribe. Other platforms. I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook and YouTube, and Robster the Builder on Instagram and Twitch. And follow, like, or subscribe. All right. Tomorrow is Monday. Well, for me, it is anyway. For you guys, it's Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
But I will be back. I should do that with more of a T100 voice. I'll be back. And I might not even have any early appointments.
What?
Which I might not. I think I'm good. If so, I can probably go in for another good solid session tomorrow, which will be good.
Hey, we can play longer.
Yeah, that's the one. All righty. Regardless, in the final analysis, we will see you all tomorrow. Same kit time, same kit channel. I'll catch you good people then. See yous.
See ya.
Our pleasure, David.